Hello and welcome to all of our Beautiful Minds Wellness supporters. I'm Dave Fernandez, Director of Donor Engagement at Beautiful Minds Wellness. I'm here with Dr. Daniel Binus, President and Founder of Beautiful Minds, and we'd like to show you a virtual tour of our recently completed Community Wellness Suite.
That's right. What we're going to show you today was made possible by your very generous contributions. As a special thank you to our donors, we want you to be some of the very first to see our new wellness suite. We hope you enjoy. I'd like to introduce you to Michelle. She is our Wellness Center Manager. Michelle, could you tell us a little bit about your involvement with Beautiful Minds up to this point?
Okay. I've been with Beautiful Minds for about 2 years, and up to this point I've been helping to coordinate our community workshops and webinars and community events. But now I'm very excited to be part of this new wellness center. This is something we've been dreaming about for a very long time.
That's right.
And we've been planning towards it here for the last few years, and to actually see it come together is very exciting. And in this center we're going to be offering some holistic services that help with healing for mental health, and we'll be offering hydrotherapy and massage therapy, which is kind of not what you would traditionally think of for treating mental illness, but it really has been proven to be very effective and doesn't have the side effects and things that other treatments do. So we are very excited to be supporting Beautiful Minds Medical and your patients in providing some different wellness services. And I'd love to take you on a tour and introduce you to our new staff. Well, let me introduce you to CHEYNA. CHEYNA is our receptionist, and so she is the friendly face that you'll see when you come in, and also when you call in to book your appointments. CHEYNA will be answering the phone and helping you with that. CHEYNA will also be doing some of our hydrotherapy treatments.
Now, Shayna, have you actually ever done hydrotherapy with anyone?
Oh, yes.
And what was that like? Were they screaming, or were they? how did that go?
I mean, I've had it done on myself. I definitely had little shrills and stuff, and as I've done it to other people as well. They have their little shrills with the cold, but after they do it, a couple of times, they're just like, this is actually more relaxing than I thought it would be. Mm-hmm. And so it's always a smile at the end of their treatment. So
we're really excited to have you on board, Shayna.
I'm excited to be here.
Let's continue with the tour.
Well, one of the things I'm excited about is having Dr. Jason MCCRAW with us. He is a chiropractor, and I think that really adds to our wellness center.
Hello.
Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed over treating patients a lot of years and in mental health is that a lot of them struggle with pain issues, back pain, other chiropractic related issues, and so we're really happy to welcome you as part of the Wellness Center here, Jason. Could you tell us a little bit about how you've seen chiropractic related to mental health?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we see a range of different cases, from athletes to families. And, when we're adjusting, we're actually detecting misalignments in the spine that actually the nervous system is so tied in intricately to how we think and also how we feel, and anyway from performing certain activities. There's also been an interesting study done with George Baccaris, MD, with the South Chicago Hypertension Center. So we can actually show that with an adjustment, it's equivalent to not one but two blood pressure medications, and
wow.
and so that was pretty profound, seeing a drop of 14 points in systolic and 8 points in diastolic blood pressure. So we're looking at the whole systems, how they connect, and also biomechanically looking for imbalances.
That is amazing, and there's a lot to be said for that mind-body connection. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about what we see in here and what this space is going to be used for.
Well, this is a space I'm actually very excited about. As I mentioned, I've been helping with the community education for the last few years, and one of the challenges that we came up with was finding a space to hold our workshops. So this is actually going to be a space that we will hold our community workshops, and we will have support groups in here as well. So this will be used, I think, quite frequently. Some of our different Bible study groups will be meeting here in the evenings. During the day, Dr. Jason MCCRAW is going to be using this as a treatment room as well. You can see some of his equipment here for his physical therapy treatments. So this space is going to be kind of a multi-purpose use, but it's going to be getting a lot of use. So we're excited to have this.
Absolutely, and I've seen firsthand how important those education groups that we have, and how a lot of people from the community enjoy coming and learning more about the holistic mental health principles and really applying those. And especially nowadays, it's nice to have a space where people can gather safely and learn important principles for good health. So Michelle, why don't we go ahead and continue the tour, and maybe you can introduce us to this individual over here.
So this is CHERI, and CHERI is our senior peer counselor coordinator, and this is a new program that we're starting here at Beautiful Minds. Maybe CHERI, you can tell us a little bit about what you'll be doing.
Sure. I coordinate the grant program for the county that we provide free services to seniors 55 and older. And it's really designed for seniors that are going through major life transitions. And sometimes just having that peer, I coordinate the volunteers for the program, and they are assigned one-on-one to one of these seniors in the community and guide them through a number of types of life transitions. So we're excited about that. It's a program that's been well established. It's been around for about 15, 20 years.
One of the things I often think about as we move forward with a more and more holistic approach is really the idea of inviting people to join us, not as much as patients and providers, but more as a wellness community, a wellness family almost.
Correct.
And I think that this peer counseling program really speaks to that. So we're really happy to have you on board, and thank you so much for your contribution thus far, and we're looking forward to seeing how things continue to progress with the peer counseling program.
It's exciting. Thank you.
Thanks, Sherry.
I'm pleased to be here.
All right, well, why don't we move on with the tour?
So we have one more room that I want to show you, and this one, I know I'm looking forward to using this space as well. This is our massage therapy room. And we have our massage therapist, Lorna, with us today.
There's some really good research that I've actually looked up on mental health and massage therapy, and I've seen how the anxiety and depression scores actually get lower when people receive massage therapy. The brain waves actually move into more of a state of relaxation, and the cortisol levels actually decrease significantly. So there's a huge correlation, and I'm even thinking about my own family. My aunt and my mom are both massage therapists, and they have told me so many stories about how massage can touch people's lives.
Yes.
Have you seen that yourself as far as your work with people, that it's affected their mental health?
Definitely, and when it increases the circulation, you get more clarity, the oxygenation gives you more clarity in your brain, and it helps you just think better.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful, yeah. And my mom and my aunt, they've also shared stories with me about people suffering chronic pain and really being at the end of their rope, and then coming and getting the treatments where they start seeing, wow, there's hope, and I can actually start feeling better, and I don't have to just rely on only medication to treat my pain, that these things can improve over time. And that hope alone, I think, can do a lot for them. And then of course, as they start feeling better physically and start making progress, I think that often really helps their depression and anxiety. And you mentioned something when we were talking earlier about how a lot of times people even hold their trauma in their bodies. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh yes. What is exactly happening in our muscle tissue? We stored our stress and all of the tension in our tissue, and then it just stays there, and that contract all the muscles that and then it causes the pain and the movement and the range of motion and everything. So they would not be able to just be active. And so the massage really helps release all of that tension from that trauma in their bodies.
That's wonderful. And I think that's so important, because we often forget that our mind and our body are so connected.
Yes.
And when our mind suffers, when we've been traumatized emotionally or physically, or some other type of abuse or something like that, you know, it's not just our mind that's affected, but like you're saying, we really can, our whole body can be impacted, and we can hold that tension throughout our body. And oftentimes people are not able to even heal fully emotionally until they're actually able to release some of that tension in their bodies.
Well, thank you so much for coming by. It was a pleasure to show you the new Wellness Center, and we're very excited about the services, as you heard, that we'll be offering and be able to support some of the holistic pathways to healing, and both mentally and physically.
Thank you, Michelle, for being willing to take us on this tour, and we want to give a special thanks to all of you donors out there that helped to make this possible. And even though there was a lot of dreaming, a lot of planning that went into this, it's just beautiful to see the almost finished product and to start to see people actually being able to receive the services to bring them that wholeness and that lifelong transformation that will bring the peace and the joy and the completeness in their lives that they've been yearning for. So we really appreciate all of you who helped to make this possible, and we hope that you can come visit us very soon.